fists. Racona noted that this bastard had disturbed his sleep again, and what an unpleasant way to start the day. The Viscount looked angrily towards the door. The man said that he needed to say something. Racona asked who dared to knock on the door of his room, adding that he should get lost immediately. Racona grabbed his whip with a furious expression. The man said that it was urgent and he needed to talk to him immediately. The Viscount asked how some scum dared to contradict him and that he had not beaten him for a long time. The protagonist's distraught face appeared from the half-open door. Lloyd asked that they had not seen each other for a long time. Racona immediately collapsed on the floor, closing his eyes. The protagonist smiled madly, looking at the knight, asking that his face was really so scary. Xavier noted that he was definitely not the type to give comfort to others. The main character threw his arm over the Viscount's shoulder, noting that his lands extended from there. Lloyd waved his hand, saying that it extended to there. The Viscount looked at the young gentleman in horror. The young gentleman told him to mean that he intended to level the hilly areas and build a quarry. Racona asked why he had suddenly decided to do that. The main character pulled the old man's mustache, asking why he was behaving like that. He then looked at him with a furious look, asking if he really needed to explain anything. Lloyd imagined a sewer with water. He noted that it would be better to use granite for the sewer canals instead of cement, and that way they could be sure of its durability in the coming years. The young gentleman looked behind him, where the workers were standing. He said that now it was time to pave the way from the quarry to their estate, one straight path. The men stood in front of Racona's mansion. The worker asked that they would face obstacles from the very beginning. The man with a furious look swung his hammer, saying that there was only one straight path. The Viscount watched in horror as the workers tore his building into two parts. The protagonist stood behind the old man with a smile. He told him not to worry, and they would build him a new house to live in, and they would send the workers from his mansion to their estate and assign him one assistant to carry out orders. There was a tent on the ground. Melika was sitting in the tent with her head down. Racona and Diego were sitting not far from her. Melika looked at the boy